Ninth House channel. I'm your host, Victor. If you'd like to be a resident of the Ninth House channel, simply click that subscribe button and click that like button, guys. Alright. So, also, if you feel like someone can really use this video, then share with people. Sharing is caring. That's what God is all about. So be of God and share. Alright, so today's video is about my experience with psilocybin mushrooms, magic mushrooms. Alright, so right off the bat, I do not claim to be an expert on shrooms. I do not claim to be a man who grows shrooms. I don't grow shrooms. So if FBI is watching, I know the FBI is watching because they've been listening and they always watching webcam. I don't grow shrooms. I don't grow dimethyltryptamine. I don't grow any of that stuff. But I have my share of experience with shrooms, not DMT. I wish I did. How many times have I tried shrooms? I've tried shrooms 3 different times in my lifetime. Never went over 3 grams at once. My first time trying shrooms, I remember my brother had shrooms. He had a large bag of shrooms that he got from his girlfriend, who got those shrooms from a friend of hers. I don't know how she got the shrooms, but she had them. And it was a big old bag of shrooms. He offered me 2 grams. And I took 2 grams. What? We didn't really have a scale to measure them. I just kind of assumed that these were 2 grams of mushrooms. I took these mushrooms, and I remember, I think this was 2 years ago, but his girlfriend was out at work, and she was saying that be careful with these mushrooms, don't do anything crazy. And it was like, man, it's all good, we'll be good. So she left some instructions on a piece of paper for us. Don't go outside. I remember she wrote, drink some water, plenty of water when you're on shrooms because they'll dehydrate you. And I don't remember what else, but that's what I remember that she wrote down on a piece of paper. And we were like, yeah, it's all good. I'm a careful person. So if I was in a scary movie and I heard some noise in the basement, I won't be going into the basement. That's just not the type of person I am. I'm a very careful person. I love my life. I don't do anything crazy. You know, that's why my blogs and my vlogs are so boring. You don't see me going around the city being like, hey guys, look at me. I am Victor with the Ninth House, and I do DMT, shrooms, and stuff like that. Can you guys point me in a direction? I might come across an undercover cop. Hell, I won't do that. No, that's not my personality. Alright, so I look at this paper, but I take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? I'm like, I've done my research on shrooms. I watched a bunch of videos on shrooms. I've read about shrooms. So I kind of know what to expect, sort of. So I get these shrooms expecting something different. I take the shrooms in my hand, what appears to be 2 grams of mushrooms. I don't know if it's 2 grams or not. Like I said, I had no scale to measure them. So I ate the shrooms. I remember at one point my brother said, wait, I want to take shrooms together. But I just kind of just took them because I don't know what I think that was some type of delay they were doing, and they were taking too long. I just ate them. As a matter of fact, maybe I just ate them because I just assumed that, you know, they wanted me to be the one who tries experiments with them while they would be the sitters. Alright, so I think that's what happened. I thought they were going to be the sitters. But I took them, and then they decided to take them as well. So it was my brother and his friend. And they were like, you know what, I'm going to take these shrooms. They took the shrooms. So we were all shroomed out 2 years ago now. So, and I remember my first time taking them, it was an experience like this. It felt nauseating, almost as if you were about to throw up, or I was about to throw up. It was a pressure in my stomach. It wasn't necessarily a hurt. It didn't hurt, but I remember it felt like I had to take a crap. All right, take a number 2 in the restroom. That's what it felt like. Did I have to go? No. I haven't tried, but I kind of ignored it and just labeled it along with the shroom feeling. And that's what I remember feeling. It was light. It was lightheadedness, nauseating feeling with a pressure in my stomach. And then soon after that, I felt happy. Right? I felt as if all my worries were gone. I still felt light. I still felt a little bit of pressure in my stomach. I couldn't tell if I had to take a number 2 or if I was going to throw up. But I remember feeling happy, feeling at peace, feeling bliss, feeling love and understanding, and a simplified perception on reality. A simplified perception of reality. I feel as if now, especially after taking shrooms, that we overcomplicate the world. What do I mean by this? I don't mean to get philosophical on you, but this is what comes to my channel. So, if you stumble across this video and you weren't looking for no preachy things, no philosophical attributes, not attributes, but add-ons, and you came to the wrong video. This is what my channel is all about. Philosophy. Alright, just my perception and stuff like that. So that's what I like to do. It's a simplified version of reality. We overcomplicate the world. I remember seeing a video on a girl who got excess mucus out of her system. And I remember watching a lot of these videos by this man who goes by the name of Dr. Sebi, rest in peace. And he talked about a holistic diet for the entire body. A holistic diet as in, if I were to take this diet up, it's not just going to help my head, it's not just going to help my heart. Like, let's say, for example, if you were to take omega-3 pills, fish oil pills, supposedly it helps your heart, right? Then you take zinc. If you take zinc, it helps with your taste buds, and some other stuff. And then you take D3, helps with your bones maybe, but really it helps with your skin. Like, you get a D3 from the sun, the melatonin. But this, if you don't get enough sunlight, is what you take, as with pills. So it's supposed to help with that. Holistic diet helps your whole entire body. Alright? So this girl was on this holistic diet and it cleansed her entire body. That's what they call it, cleansing. And she got all this excess mucus out, and that's what Dr. Sebi describes as the cause of all of our sicknesses, all of our ailments, all of our diseases. And if you were to live a simple diet, or let's say you were a vegetarian, like how we were meant to be, vegans. If you were to eat like that in your natural form, your natural habitat, then you won't be sick. You won't be ailing, you won't be dying. Well, at least according to this. So she did this, and she lives, she eats a diet of veganism, and she hasn't been sick for a long time. And that's the same thing I saw another other lady. She was able to retain her youthfulness because she lived a raw vegan diet. And so when you just consider that, and how simple we can live and how much healthier it is for us versus how more complicated we choose to live with vaccines. You know, we have all these things, all these pills we gotta take. We gotta go to, if you want to be a doctor, you gotta go to school for 10 plus years to be a doctor, because you trying to understand how the body works, because you're overcomplicating things, understanding all these theories and stuff like that. What I gotta do is eat right. Just eat right. You know, at the end of the day, what's your doctor gonna tell you? If you have a heart problem, you just gotta stop eating certain foods. You gotta eat healthy things. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. It's not about pills and vaccines. You know. So pretty much that's my philosophy when I was like on mushrooms. They call mushrooms a spiritual drug. A spiritual drug, as in you start to think about things in a deeper sense. You don't necessarily want to go out and party and stuff like that. You might. I don't know. It depends on who you talk to. But for me, when I was on mushrooms, I was just happy, and I was like, we overcomplicate the world. I was talking with everyone that was around. I was calling up my girlfriend, or my ex at the time, my girlfriend at the time. I said, come on out. I want to invite you to Club Happiness. This is Club Happiness. But that's I'm getting ahead of myself. When we was on this drug, we decided to go out. We were like, you know what? I want to go to Dunkin' Donuts around the corner. But instead of driving there, we want to walk there. And mind you, we was in an apartment complex, and the distance from our apartment complex to the Dunkin' Donuts, I think it was a Waffle House. Maybe it was a Waffle House. I think it was a Waffle House. Yes. And so it was a little ways out, and the road there was sketchy because not only was it nighttime, and we didn't really know our surroundings like that, but it was kind of like a main road. It was a main road, in fact. There's a lot of traffic going, to and fro. So we were trying to walk this way during the nighttime on mushrooms with no worry in the world. Like I said, I'm a careful person. But this night, I didn't have any worry in the world. I was like, this is the planet. What we gotta be scared for, man? Everything is all good. Everything is all great. I was kind of scaring myself because I was like, maybe I'm being too optimistic, But then I was like, man, bump all that. But we ended up trying to walk there. But we walked to the Waffle House, and then we decided when we got there, we was like, you know what? We don't even want Waffle House. We walked all the way back. It was a lot of weird things going on. Like some people stopped and it was like, yo, where is the mall at? I'm like, don't you have a GPS? Don't you just GPS the mall? Why you gotta ask us? But of course, my brother was just like, he told him, what he could. And I was like, well, that's weird. When we was walking back, I saw a guy. He was clenching his fist. He didn't know who we were. We probably could have tried to rob him. Who knows? I don't know. But while we was on our way back, one of his roommates came in, and she was like, "What are you guys doing out on mushrooms?" And so she was just going crazy, just worrying her head off, and she was just like, "This could happen, this could happen, this could happen." We were like, man, whatever. We ended up going back into the apartment, and we drank the water. And yeah, I was drinking water, and she was just still going crazy. My brother's like, yo, you are really bugging out right now, and this is not good, because say we were on mushrooms and we were tripping, you are not helping us out, by you bugging out, that's my experience. Now later on, of course, I called my girlfriend, and then she came over, and I was like, welcome to Club Happiness, and we were just playing music, and we were just kind of like just chilling. That was my first experience on mushrooms. Second experience on mushrooms was probably like a year after that, or a few months after that. And I remember I was in a depressed state, man. I was depressed. And I was on and I was like, damn, I need some mushrooms for real. maybe I tried mushrooms a few times. Maybe it was more than 3 times. But I remember the second time, I was depressed, and I was like, shoot, I need some mushrooms. Got these mushrooms. I mean, one time, matter of fact, my cousin gave us mushrooms from one of his friends, and while he gave me the doggone mushrooms, he wanted me to drop him off. I'm like, bro, I'm on mushrooms. How am I gonna drop you off when I'm on mushrooms, man? But whatever. But fast forward, I'm depressed. I know I need the mushrooms to make me feel happy again, so to speak. I take these mushrooms, bliss, and I was in a state of happiness again, preaching my head off. I was in church at the time, and I was like, I left church, and I was like, I was having church at home. I didn't need church because the mushrooms I was on was my church. And yeah, I remember telling my brother, I was with him during that time, I said, he wanted to go home and do the mushrooms. And I was like, bro, you can do mushrooms and you can find happiness anywhere. Anywhere is happiness. You could be in the corner, you could find happiness in the corner. You could find happiness in the backyard, in the front yard. And he was like, yeah, I'm just going home. I was like, okay. Eventually he called me and said, yo, you right, man. You're right. Happiness is anywhere. I was like, exactly. But I remember that one time I was sitting out there in the front yard, and I was just feeling the sun, the rays of the sun, and it felt so great. I looked at the grass blades and it became infinite. And I thought about what someone else said about their experience with dementia treatment. It said that the universe is infinite. And I was staring at the grass blade and I saw infinite grass blades all over. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. And I remember seeing a lizard. It came beside me. Usually I'd be like, oh, it's not, I don't want to deal with these lizards. The lizard sat there, right there where I was sitting. And I felt like I had like somewhat of a communication with him. Because before I even got outside, I was looking at the lizard and I was just communicating with that lizard without saying a word. I went outside, sat down, and the lizard ran, and it came back. And it was like, it was just looking at me like sideways like this. And it was like, I understand what you're saying. I understand you. You finally get it. That lizard was telling me, you finally get it. I know you on something else. You on a spiritual level now. Now you understand. And I remember. I was like, yes, I really do understand. I was thinking about making that into one of my songs. Like I told you, I'm a rapper, I'm a musician, I make beats, I make all that stuff. So I was gonna make a song called The Lizard Speaks or something like that. I never released it though, but maybe in the future, who knows. But that's my experience on mushrooms. And don't want to keep this video too long. I know that people on YouTube have short attention spans. So there's that. So if you're new to my channel, click that like button. This is the 9th house. I got more content on the way. A lot more experiences. If you have experiences on mushrooms, go ahead and comment below. Let me know what's your experience like on mushrooms. Share with everybody else, man. And we share free mushrooms, man. Make them things legal. They might be illegal. May be legal. I don't know. I gotta do my research on it. But ultimately, it's good for the planet. We talk about anxiety, depression, cure for all of that. Cure for all of that. You don't need no therapist. Just take 3 grams of mushrooms and everything is cured, guaranteed. 3 grams. Put that in your tea, your herbal tea, or whatever. All that is cured. No social anxiety, no depression. That stuff is BS. You know, I'm telling you, man. We overcomplicate the world with these false scientific research, false governments. All that is paid for by big pharmaceutical companies trying to make a big dollar off of you. Dollar off your ignorance. Be free, my friends. This is what the 9th house is all about. Thank you for tuning in.